website right now and download my free course on alternate picking mastery. It contains 5 essential exercises that will take you to alternate picking mastery faster than you can imagine. And then I've included my method of how to lay out a practice plan in just 1 to 2 minutes that will absolutely boost your results like nothing you ever tried before. So go download it right now. It's free. Hey, a good warm-up exercise. I was asked about that. If you want a really good warm-up exercise that you can do before you practice, what should it be? I never did that, even once. I never warmed up because it always looks like insanely boring, playing stuff like stuff like that. When would I ever use that in a musical context? So if you're gonna do that anyway, then why not play or practice something that you're actually going to use as a warm-up exercise? But that deletes the whole concept, right? Because now you're just practicing right away. So why would you warm up? and if you look at sports, for instance, we need to warm up, right? Because the second you go into a game, you just lose all perspective of your body and what you can do. So you just start, you want to get to that ball before the opponent over there. So you run as fast as you can with no regard to the fact that you're totally cold and you might actually injure yourself by running so explosively fast from 0 to 100, right? And so we want to warm up, but that's because we shift from a state of peace and relaxation to a state of war, basically. A war we like, the war of goals. But so you want to warm up because once I go into that playing field, I'm going to forget about not being, ready yet. So I'm not going to ooze into the game, right? So, and the same thing goes for the practicing. That shouldn't be a game. It should be a game like on a mental level where you measure and get results and have fun. But it shouldn't be a stressful game. Because if you practice like stressfully and really, this is hard, and you're always on a level that's too hard for you, then you can't learn. I've been talking about that in other videos where the second you go into stress mode, your brain will not have any long-term activities running. It simply won't use resources on building skills for the future when you're just trying to deliver, when you're just trying to get the job done right now. That's why you feel stressed, right? And if that's how your practicing sessions looks like, then definitely you want to warm up because what you're doing when you're practicing is really performing. You're really trying to just get the job done. And so if you go into that without warming up, that's like going into a football game without warming up. So, but you don't want practice sessions like that. You simply don't want to practice like that because you're not practicing. You're just being an idiot. Sorry. But what is idiocy, right? When are you an idiot? It's when you're trying to do something and you're doing it in the most inefficient way possible. And that is when you're pressuring yourself. You're really stressing yourself. I want to get results. So I try to play it faster than I can. Or I'm practicing those chords and I want to play them fast so I can play the song. And so I'm practicing fast. That's not practicing. Practicing is something radically different from actually delivering what you practice. It's playing everything perfectly. You're practicing doing it perfectly. So why not do it perfectly, right? That's in an unstressed way where your brain can really learn because it's peacetime, right? You don't have to deliver. But when you practice like that, you absolutely do not have to warm up. Why would you warm up to something that is not stressful? You just play. You just come up with something you can start with, right? That's just to get started. And then, you don't even have to think about it because if you're not stressed when you practice, which I really think you shouldn't be because that's ineffective, then you don't need to warm up. Absolutely not. But if you're going to play a gig and you're just totally cold, you haven't touched your guitar, you pull it out of the case and it's even cold, right? Because it's been outside in the van, whatever. You want to do some playing before you get on stage. That makes total sense, but not before you practice, right? Because practicing is warming up.
Subscribe for more free videos. Do it. Do it now. Do it.